Hello and welcome to old viewers and new viewers of the Offside Flag, our topical football show. We are going to discuss, amongst other topics, the FA Cup abolishing replays after the quarter-final stage. Whoever this is looking out for the big teams who play only 38 games in the league as opposed to the teams lower down who play 46. And we're also going to discuss the Paul Pogba deal. So first things first. Replays in the FA Cup. Do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah, I think the replay should have been abolished out of the FA Cup a long time ago. However, abolishing them from the quarter-final stage obviously will lead us on to our next link. But yeah, if they're going to abolish quarter-finals replays from the FA Cup, they should be done from round one. I mean, it should just go extra time and penalties straight away. It saves the teams that are playing 46 games a season more away games, more travelling, and more of everything, to be honest. It's just, yeah, I think if they're going to get rid of them, they should get rid of them all from the start.
Exactly, and especially now that the Football League trophy's got its group stage or whatever, I think it's another inconvenience for the lower league teams, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's just, like, don't get me wrong, it's good for some football clubs because obviously it's a money maker. You get a big team in the third round, and you can at home, and you can hold them to a draw at home.
Yeah.
And you're going to go away to places like Old Trafford, the Emirates, places like that. You're going to get a big amount of dosh from it, but in the long run, I think they should bring. I think they should bring back the old rule where you can switch the tie. To be honest.
Yeah, that would be a good rule. I also think the replays, they detract you from your main goal because you're trying to play at the Emirates as a league fixture.
Yeah.
So if it's all well and good going there on one-off, but surely the league would be the priority for these lower league teams.
Yeah.
But again, it brings us to the third point. I do think it's, I agree with you, it's a way of looking after the teams that are playing 38 games. But why would you think that is?
I don't know. I think they just look at it as it's elite footballers, and they have to protect their elite footballers. But at the end of the day, like we said before, if they didn't have the footballers further down the pyramid, we wouldn't have elite footballers. If we didn't have a grassroots game, we wouldn't have elite footballers. So it's about time that they started looking after everybody else at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. I suppose the elite footballers, the revenue source, they're the casual fan will actually draw them into the game.
Yeah.
So maybe it's that's why the elite footballers get, seemingly in this case, a better time of it. But
it's like we touched on last week. At the end of the day, you've got footballers down the football pyramid who are currently getting paid 500 to £3,000 a week, and they're getting on buses for 6-7 hours to away games, and you've got Premier League clubs who are hopping on a bloody plane to somewhere.
Yeah.
So
exactly, yeah. Mind you, I hate to say it, but I think the FA Cup has lost some of its magic. It doesn't seem. Do you think that the Champions League becoming sort of, a competition that's become now? I think the FA Cup's gone very much on the back burner.
Yeah, I think the best way to do this, and I generally think this, is like a lot of people said, oh, give an FA Cup spot to the team that wins, give a Champions League spot to the team that finishes as the winner of the FA Cup. No. Don't even go there. As far as I'm concerned, it should go back to the old way. There was nothing wrong with the old way when you had the top two going into the Champions League, the next two going into it was the UEFA Cup, it's now the Europa League, and then the winners of the League Cup and the FA Cup going into what they used to have as the Cup Winners' Cup. And
yeah,
I believe there should be UEFA Cup Tuesday, Champions League Wednesday, Cup Winners' Cup Thursday.
Ideally with Jonathan Pearce doing the commentary.
Yeah, why not?
But no, I'm with you. The Cup Winners' Cup was a fantastic competition. I don't know why it was ever abolished. But a competition that I personally think should be abolished is the League Cup. Well, one of the questions here we've discussed is whether it should be taken more seriously. I think I've given my answer.
I think it has been taken more seriously over the years. I mean, it's a route into Europe. And if you win that European competition the next season, you're in the Champions League. So I think that the teams are starting to take it a lot more seriously, but they're starting to take it more seriously when they get to the later rounds. Yeah. So what I think ideally needs to happen from the FA standpoint and the Football League standpoint is when teams like Man United and Arsenal are playing their youngsters through the first 2 or 3 rounds, then they should bring in a rule that they have to use a quota of those players through the rest of the tournament. I mean, it's a bit harsh if you use your youth team to get to the semi-final and then all of a sudden Theo Walcott and Alexis Sanchez, who haven't played a game in the competition, turn up and start playing.
Yeah. See, I don't agree that you should have to play a certain quota of your first team, but I do believe that if those players haven't played yet, they shouldn't be eligible for the next rounds. Because you said, it seems a bit, it's almost like bringing ringers into the competition then, isn't it, really? If you put it in the likes of Sanchez, if they haven't played all tournament.
Yeah, I mean, how much do you feel if you're a 19-year-old? I'm not picking on Arsenal here. I'm just using them as an example. How do you feel if you're a 19-year-old lad who's played in that side, who's gone through the first 4 rounds, got to the semi-final, and then suddenly you're sat on the bench because somebody who hasn't played any part in the tournament is ahead of you? Again, it comes up to development of young players.
Yeah, to be fair, Arsenal, I can't remember which season it was, but they got to the League Cup final and they played pretty much the same team of youngsters that got them there. So Arsenal, I think, did it the right way, but said...
Was that the year that we were trying to figure out where on earth Henry Lansbury was supposed to be playing?
Yeah, somewhere between centre-back and centre-forward, I think.
Yeah. Just so people know what we're going on about, we sat here and watched a League Cup tie between Spurs and Arsenal one night, and Henry Lansbury was playing for Arsenal. And to be fair to the lad, he covered every blade of grass on the pitch. However, we still to this day do not know what position he was playing. He was all over the place.
Ultimate utility player.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure he put the gloves on and made a save at one point. But they've. I think that the League Cup is being taken more seriously, especially by teams that would normally just be putting sides out so they can go and avoid relegation.
Yeah.
Mid-table teams are taking it a lot more seriously now because that is their route into Europe. That's their European football, and I don't understand why it's taken teams so long to cotton on.
No.
To the fact that this is your chance into Europe.
Yeah, especially if you've only got the 3 competitions.
Yeah.
It seems. Exactly. But yes. On to, the another competition I think is pointless. Which,
Me too.
I do actually like football, honestly. Is the Charity Shield. And, I think the big talking point is Mata. Was subbed on and then subbed back off again, was that?
Yeah, I've got to admit I didn't watch much of the Charity Shield. Obviously I know of the results and whatnot. No. As for the result, it's meaningless. It is just another pre-season friendly. And it is a friendly. It is by the FA. It is regarded as a friendly. It is not a competition. Right, which makes me laugh because I'm just going to have a little pop at Man United fans here. Right, and I don't do that very often, do I?
No, you're very, very conservative about your Man United views.
Yes. So Liverpool beat Barcelona 4-0 in a friendly, and yes, Liverpool fans did go a bit over the top with it.
Do you think?
I know. Liverpool fans went a bit over the top with it. Then Man United beat Leicester in the Charity Shield, which is a
Glorified friend. Well, I don't know if it's glorified, just friendly.
which is a friendly, and win a shield out of it. It means, yeah, congratulations to Man United. They won the game and they've won themselves a nice shiny shield. But it's just a glorified pre-season friendly. And yeah, by the way, Liverpool beating Barcelona 4-0 was some performance, to be honest. Especially as they had Messi, Suarez, Piqué. They had all their big names on the pitch. I actually watched the friendly and Liverpool destroyed them. Absolutely destroyed them from front to back. But at the end of the day, it was a friendly. And what did we say the other day? Friendly results don't mean a jot.
Yeah, and if they did, then surely their Liverpool's 4-0 defeat against Mainz would cancel out the 4-0 win to Barcelona.
Exactly.
So,
Whilst Liverpool played two different sides.
yeah.
So, but yeah, the pre-season, the Charity Shield is just another friendly to me, to be honest. I think it is actually classed as a friendly, so...
Exactly. Well, it depends, doesn't it, really? If you're a supporter of the team that wins the tournament, oftentimes it's not a friendly anymore. It's your first trophy on the board, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah, but it used to be like Man United with the League Cup though, didn't it?
Yeah.
It used to be, we've won it, it's the best competition in the world. We got knocked out in the third round and we didn't want to win it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just so... But to be fair to United fans, it's not just United fans that were like that.
Oh, no.
A lot of the big teams were involved in that, so I think that it's a good season opener, but I think it's slightly spoiled by the fact that as a pre-season friendly, you're playing a Premier League side, and the fact that you've already played teams like Borussia Dortmund and Roma and teams like that. I just think it's... Yeah, and to be honest with you, with the FA, I can't say that, I'm not allowed. Cut that. I'm not allowed to say that.
No, on to, another United topic is the recent signing of Paul Pogba for, I believe, is it 89 million overall?
89, well, it'll come up to 90 million. Yes, yesterday Paul Pogba put a pen to a deal at Man United, returning for 89-90 million pound. Not a bad profit for Juventus. No,
I say this as a Juventus supporter. I think sum it up in one word. Well, hey.
89 million pounds extortionate but then again, if we go on the Raheem Sterling scale, then he's probably worth about 189 million pounds.
This is the problem with transfer fees, isn't it? You can make a point for any transfer being value for money by another transfer, or any transfer being over the price. But the fact that, I know inflation and things like this, but that's double the Zidane deal.
Yeah.
To put it in perspective.
Who, personally, I think is the best player who ever lived.
Well, he's the best player we've seen anyway. I mean, that's the problem with Pele and Maradona and all these people. We can't judge them really, but...
I can. Maradona's a coke snorting, handballing tosser.
Yeah, it wasn't bad that they all were going football, was it?
Doesn't matter, he's a cheat.
This is true, but I mean... what player nowadays doesn't dive or doesn't do type things like this?
I haven't seen. I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen a player deliberately punch a ball over somebody's head in a World Cup quarter final. I've seen one deliberately punch one off the line, but he got sent off for it.
I think Messi did it in a La Liga game. Very strange. Yeah, La Liga game against Getafe. He scored an amazing run like Maradona in the England game, and then he punched the ball into the goal as well. It was like
Argentinians.
Brilliant, but cheating.
Let's not go too much into that because otherwise I'll be here all night. But yeah, I think that is he really worth £89 million?
No.
No.
See, I think for Juventus as well, the main reason why they kept winning league titles was the defence. I mean, he's not a bad player to add, but we go moving it off the Premier League topic a bit, but bought Pjanic in for 24 million, and I don't think Pogba is 3 or 4 times the player he is. So I'm very happy to have taken the money really on this one.
No, it's just, I think he can develop under Jose Mourinho. I just don't know if Jose Mourinho is going to be there long enough for him to develop underneath him. Because he certainly wasn't the best player at the European Championships. I think Payet.
Yeah.
He played in Payet's shadow. So God knows what he's worth then.
Yeah, exactly. I think.
Matuidi as well.
Yeah, I would gone for Matuidi over Pogba. In this
Yeah,
game.
definitely. Because what was there, 7 games in the Euros?
7 for France. Yeah.
7 games for France. I think Pogba only showed up for 2 of them. So, is he really that big of a big game player?
There's not many games that I've seen him sort of take the game by the scruff of the neck. I remember, first 3 seasons he was at Juve, I thought that Pirlo and Vidal were the better midfield players. And then they had the bad start to the 4th season, and I think that was Pogba struggling because he didn't have the extra up in midfield that he'd become accustomed to. So I actually think that he's, 40 million, I'd say. I think that would have been a close evaluation.
Yeah, I think 40-45 million would have been fair enough.
Yeah.
Talking of midfielders who have moved clubs this summer, we'll talk about the Joe Allen deal because we've got a lovely little question that we're going to come on to.
Yeah.
Joe Allen's gone to Stoke for 13 million. Good signing.
Anytime you buy the Welsh savvy, I think is value for money, really.
The Welsh savvy that looks like Jesus.
Yeah. No, I think he is a talented player, very good passer, and he's makes you think the Stoke will be doing very well. We've discussed it previous episodes. Their front 4 and players like Joe Allen behind. So
yeah,
I think yes, but the problem is though. And this has been alluded to by one of our viewers, is whether he'd be allowed to play his chickens alongside him. Now, not being a referee like yourself, I'm not familiar with Rule 43 subsection 7 or whatever this falls under. But would this be in any way feasible?
I'm not gonna lie, right? We had a question in on one of our videos asking if there could be a law change to allow Joe Allen to play his chickens, and I was going to do some research into this, but every time I got near it, I started pissing myself laughing. So. Yeah, I think he's got about 15 chickens, right? So
subs as well.
Yeah, but then he's got the heartbreak of leaving 3 out.
Yeah.
4 out.
Well,
5 out.
I think he'd play himself. Wouldn't
Yeah.
He? So yeah.
You can't put a man in that position. You can't make a man choose over his chickens.
Does he join a chicken league or does he what?
And not being funny, but if Stoke should magically play Barcelona, do you really want Joe Allen's chickens on a picture of Luis Suarez running around with a bloody meat fork?
Yeah.
Eating them raw?
Yeah. What's that for Bojan's testimonial?
No, to be fair, it's an absolute sparkler of a question. No, I will give you that.
It is.
It's one that we wanted to think about when we were too busy laughing at it.
Reminds me of other animals you've had in the game, like the bird during the England-Algeria game. They got closer to the goal than England did all game.
To be fair, most things get to close to the goal than England do in major tournaments these days.
Very, very true. It would be nice one day to not have to mock the England team and just rejoice in a decent tournament, but I guess this is a card we're dealt, isn't it?
Yeah, although, yeah, I have heard a rumour that Joe Allen likes his chickens.
Well, I suppose.
Hasn't Ian Holloway got chickens as well?
I was watching Soccer AM, who's talking about the troubles of trying to build a chicken. I don't know what proper word. Enclosure.
Yeah.
So yes, this is just a pen, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is it with professional footballers and chickens?
I don't know. It's that old golfer thing. If you're not playing golf, you got chickens. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they're both incredibly similar.
Both are wasted times. No, I jest. There's nothing wrong with keeping chickens. Well, thank you for watching episode 6 of the Offside Flag. Episode 7 will be uploaded soon as well, and we'll be discussing our all-time Premier League team.
Yeah,
11.
we're gonna go ahead and stick our necks on the line and put our all-time Premier League 11 in. Might put some subs in as well.
Yeah, I think the sub. Yeah, you got to put subs, I think.
Yeah, and no, we're not just gonna go off FIFA. We are actually gonna have a think about this.
Yeah, because Beckham doesn't have a Legends card, and I'm very upset.
Nah, I just to put it out there, Beckham won't be in my all-time 11.
Will he not?
No.
I think I can guess he will be then, but okay.
But yeah, I think we'll put in our all-time 11. We will be discussing the first fixtures of the season, who we think will win, and I'm sure we'll have some more topics for you. We have still got questions coming in, so we will be putting them in and we'll be answering them. But again, it's enjoyable, and I'd just like to put a disclaimer in about the Maradona thing. Although I highly doubt Diego Maradona's going to watch the Offside Flag or understand it for that matter. But all views are our own, and fucking sue me.
I like to say that yes, it's a show that shouldn't be taken too seriously. We will express our opinions about football topics in a serious manner, but apart from that, there's a lot of joviality to it. So it's just take it as it is, really.
Why use big words?
Sorry, I don't know.
In English, there'll be a few jokes.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, please keep watching, please keep liking, please subscribe, please share it to your friends, family, and anybody that's interested in football. Chickens, dogs, cats, crocodiles, snakes, tarantulas.
Yeah, it's a show that works well underwater, I think, the crocodiles.
Yeah, should we cut it off there before we start naming Noah's Ark?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, We will see you for episode 7, which will be released on Saturday morning in time for the start of the Premier League season. Thank you very much.
Thank you.